Hey, what's up, guys? This is Skylar over here at Culture Shock Clothing and Records in Rockford, Illinois. This is Bean. We've also got Lauren here behind the cameras. We are going to be giving you a Record Store Day Drop 3 rundown of all the releases we're going to have available at Culture Shock this Saturday, October 24th, beginning at 8 a.m. We are also going to show off some of the super special releases, just tell you kind of what we're getting in from each release, and talk about how we're going to be operating for Record Store Day, because it's a little different than usual. But to keep it nice and safe and super limited, we are going to have people lined up, spaced out with masks on outside the store, be letting in a few people at a time. Everything is going to be alphabetized and organized. We'll have employees here to help. Our staff will be here to help out, so you can find what you're looking for. We've also bumped it up. Now you can get up to 6 releases at a time to limit the amount of times you might have to go through the line to get what you want. That's only one of each release. You can go back through the line, though, and get more if you want to. And we're also doing a huge sale, so even if you're not here looking for the Record Store Day releases, you just want to be part of the event, support your record store, we are going to be doing a sale. So all of our used records are going to be buy one, get one half price. Also, we're doing a used CD and DVD sale. They're only $1.99 or 3 for $5. We also have some mystery bags. So you want to find something new to listen to, get your quarantine tunes going. There is 1 new record and 5 used records. We've got some of those bags. They're only $10. We've got a limited amount of those. But like I said, we're going to be masked up, hand sanitized, keeping everything really organized, really safe, really easy to shop. Let's get into the list, though. We will cover some of that, the sale. We've got the protocols going on. We also have some of the limited Record Store Day posters. We were able to snag a few more of those. So if you didn't get one last time you were here, or you maybe missed the first 2 events of the delayed Record Store Days, you can pick one of those up with any of the Record Store Day releases. There is some releases we have that aren't on the regular Record Store Day list because they were from independent labels, or they were European releases, or even a local release. Really proud to present a local CD from our dudes in Sick Horse. This band is an awesome band, great Rockford indie rock band, kind of like darker overtones. They recorded this in Nashville. It's only available digitally. The CD version, the only physical recording version of it, is available here at Culture Shock only. There's 100 copies, all hand numbered. This is a Culture Shock exclusive. There are some demos from the band too that you can only get on this CD. Those are going to be on our website too at cultureshockshop.com. And all the releases that we have available will be available at 8 p.m. Saturday night on our website at cultureshockshop.com. In case you can't make it in, or don't make it in, or don't live here. Sick Horse, though, those guys have also been in the bands Name the Moon. Derek Luttrell also has a solo CD out. So we're doing some combo packs, things of that. So please check that out. It's so cool that we have a local band that wants to give back to their local record store venue, whatever, to do that coerced effort together with us. So we're real proud of that. But moving into the 7-inch records, the way we have it organized will be CDs. There are no 3-inch records from this drop. We do have some of the previous drop 1 and 2 that will be available. This video is only going to show you what's available from the drop 3, the most recent releases coming out. 7-inch, let's start right here quick. This is Beck, Uneventful Days, and remix with St. Vincent. It's Bean running around in here. We have a couple of those. The Sick Horse CD, I think I mentioned, there's 100 of those. So we have quite a few available. You can also buy those online, and we'll ship things out to you. Dandy Warhols and Baby Buell, they have a 7-inch, got a couple of those. Classic. Hello, my name is Slim Shady. The Eminem 7-inch, we have about 4 of those. Maroon 5 has a 7-inch Memories, and it's like a little gatefold, and it comes with photo pack. So some sort of photos booklet inside. Keith Richards, there's a lot of really obscure stuff here. This was only on a Japanese CD, I believe. So there's a Keith Richards 7-inch, Keith Richards, the Rolling Stones, of course. 2 songs on that, we got 2 of those. The other ones are from drop 1 and drop 2. So we'll keep moving on. Next up, we have some of the 10-inch records. Dublin band Inhaler, we got one of their 10 inches. And the Specials, dub mixes, we got 2 of those. Now we're moving into the LPs. All these are alphabetized by band name or artist last name. At the end of A through Z will be compilations and soundtracks. A lot of these are either super limited special packaging, some are hand numbered, some are on colored vinyl. Even the ones that aren't are limited just for independent record stores, and they're just a killer release. We're going to go through these, though, pretty quickly. An Evening with Allman Brothers, there's 2 versions of this, double LP. Only 1,000 copies, I think, of each color. This is the orange swirl vinyl. We labeled it so you know what's what. There was no sticker indicating the color. And we have a couple copies on blue and black color swirl vinyl. Next up, Asking Alexandria. Great metalcore band. This is their first album. I forgot what year it came out in. I do have an open copy of that one, but that is on like black and silver splatter vinyl. This kind of takes me back to like, I love the picture on the back too. Oh wait, inside. Well, there's a picture of them somewhere. Maybe it's just online. Oh, it does come with a photo. I thought so. I just love the haircuts and bus tour pictures and stuff like that, because they just look like a bunch of goofy, dorky dudes, but it's a pretty brutal album. So that was a really great album from them. They have quite a few that came after that too. Looks like we have 5 of those. In the B's, we have Bardo Pond on the Ellipse. This is a double LP on purple vinyl. Jesse Balin, this is like covers of Richard Swift. This had never been out on vinyl. It's like an EP. This is one that was, I think, on maybe the European list. We have the Bevis Front, kind of like a modernish 90s to 2000s kind of psychedelic band. They have 3 different ones. We only got 1 of each. They were very limited, I think. Valedictory Songs. What Did for the Dinosaurs. Just 2 releases from them. And then some more, a lot of great hip-hop on this release, too, on this drop. Big L includes demos, stuff like that on pink vinyl. Very tragic story behind him, but a really great hip-hop artist. Blitzen Trapper Volume 2. This is something that they had recorded many years ago. It had never been released on vinyl. 50th anniversary of Booker T and the MGs. Really great classic, that southern funky soul instrumental group. I love the, obviously an homage to Abbey Road, them crossing the street there. 2 of those. A lot of these are like really high quality audiophile pressings too. They're meant to sound superb. This is on 750 copies on orange vinyl. Ken Booth, 1 of those. 1 of the Neil Castle albums. Fade Away Diamond Time on green vinyl. We got a bunch of these. There's over a dozen, I think. This is Johnny Cash Classic Early Mixes, the Hall of Fame series. First time ever on vinyl. I believe some of these are not labeled. I believe this is actually on red vinyl. There's no sticker indicating. I'll check on that and get back to you. By the way, if you have any comments or questions for us, we will get right back to you and answer those. Please, whatever format you're watching this on, get a hold of us and ask us any questions you want, and we will follow up with you, maybe during this video even. This is really interesting, though, because this is when he signed to Mercury Records in the late 80s. Johnny Cash actually got a chance to re-record a lot of his classic songs also. Of course, Ring of Fire and I Walk the Line. So these are probably versions you may not have heard, and possibly even better recordings with a little more money and more studio help behind them. So really great chance to hear some of his songs remixed and re-recorded. That is a double LP. It has quite a few songs on it, and we did get a lot of copies. I want to move the poster over there. Covered up this record store day stuff so we couldn't get into it. Here's a really big release for us. This is the Cheap Trick live at the Whiskey A Go-Go in '77. Never before released on vinyl. Double LP. This, I love also that it does say, yes, mixed from the original multi-track tapes, Rockford's favorite sons, captured at the beginning of their historic journey to Budokan. So what's really interesting about this is their set that they had been playing and recording way before, the year before they got into Budokan. So it's not the same set at all. This is this heavier, grittier set they were playing in California before the tour ended up going to Japan. But I think we're going to have a lot of people looking for that. We did get a whole crate of that. So if you're here rather early, you should be able to get your hands on that. Next, here's one that I really want. It's really expensive and really heavy. Oh my God. This is the Clutch. How do you say that? Obelisk? Obelisk? I don't know. I haven't said this out loud. The obelisk. I don't know. I'm guessing that means a very large, heavy object of master amount of recordings, because this has, I think, 19 albums with it. I'll list them for you in case you didn't see. But you've got Strange Cousins from the West, Blast Tyrant, Robot Hive and Exodus, From Beale Street to Oblivion, Earth Rocker, Psychic Warfare, Full Fathom 5, La Carandura. Not La Cucaracha. La Carandura. Live at the Googleplex, Jam Room, those are on picture discs. Pitchfork and Lost Needles picture disc. Book of Bad Decisions double LP. This is where you get the extra goody goods, though. You got a turntable slip mat, a clutch one, and a signed 12 by 12 art print, which I'm sure will fit nicely in one of those fancy little record frames. So this is like a cloth-bound, fabric-covered, heavy-duty box set that flips open from the top. Wish I had an open copy to show off. But Clutch is a jammin' band, dude. I love those guys. Real good, heavy, just bluesy, psyche, stoner rock. That's a great collection of their albums and a really nicely done box set. I can't believe we got 3 of them. Some of these are real lucky. We usually don't get as many things as we order. There was only 500 copies of that. 550, actually. So lucky we got a few of those. Moving on, we got some more great hip-hop too. Chief Keef, this is Back from the Dead. And it is on orange and black, like very Halloweenish color vinyl. We have 2 of those. This is the Church Gold, Australian kind of new wave-ish alt band from 1990. Very rare on vinyl. Thank God it's on gold vinyl. The name of the album is Gold. If it was on a different color, that would just make me cringe. So lucky that is. Cool to get that. 4 of those. City Moore, here's another great hip-hop piece. I gotta show you what's inside. There is like, they said it's on red and white swirl vinyl, or this is like purple and pink and white, kind of marbled swirl vinyl. City Morgue, if you haven't heard these guys, this is As Good as Dead. This is like a big crossover. It's got a lot of energy packed into it. They're like alternative rock hip hop. Obviously, they like a lot of rock and metal and then a lot of classic hip hop. It's like it's just a real good loud banger album. There is 7 of those. Alice Cooper live in '82. This is another one, never before on vinyl. First time ever, 7,000 copies. It is live, '82, the Armed Forces one, recorded in Scotland. And he's got I'm 18, Only Women Bleed, No More Mr. Nice Guy, School's Out. So yeah, a lot of great classic Cooper tunes. That's a double LP. We were lucky to get a few of those. Looks like we have 5 of those, 6 of those, I mean. This is like every record store day, I get so pissed because I'm like, there are too many releases I want. There really are. It's like so much good stuff here. From a wide variety of rock, metal, hip-hop, jazz, soundtracks even. Miles Davis, this is the Bitches Brews Sessions. So this is some of the unreleased tracks. This session was so cool. This is Miles taking off into a real far out kind of place from his traditional jazz sound. A lot of great players on it. Chick Corea, Ron Carter, Dejanette, Herbie Hancock. Double LP on red vinyl. I think I got 8 of those. Yeah, we've got 8 here. Well, so many good ones. Here's another good metal piece, Devil Driver, double LP on red vinyl. The Winter Kills album. Good variety of stuff. Alejandro Escovedo. And this is The Crossing in Spanish. So the whole album was re-recorded in Spanish. La Cruzado is the name of that album. We only have 1 of those. This is the Eve, their live 6 album. Eve 6, sorry, The Fly live. This is the first time any Eve 6 live music has been on vinyl. It's kind of cool because it kind of looks like a bootleg, like handwritten. I don't know how many of those there were, but we only got 2 of them. So they're in the E's here. Got a few punk ones coming up in a row here. This is also on color vinyl. This is the Exploited live. Trying to see. Oh, there's only 500 copies on green vinyl. Comes with a poster as well. Classic punk, of course, some great Mohawk action on there from the Flesh Tones. Really interested in this one too because it says, I think it's got one in there. So this is also great kind of punk garage album on purple splatter vinyl, and it says it comes with a Wolfman mask. So, I mean, this Wolfman, look on the back. I wonder what that mask looks like. So whoever gets that, please tag us. Take a picture of yourself wearing that, please. I want to see what that looks like. This is another cool punk piece. This is kind of obscure. I've only had an original of this ever one time. The Freeze, Land of the Lost. This is a good 80s kind of rare punk album. I think it's on color vinyl, orange vinyl. Oh, it's hand numbered even. 623 of 700 copies. So it's really cool to see that you see which number you're getting on some of these releases. Really cool kind of psyche garage punk band. Only 500 copies of Frankie and the Witch Fingers. This is a great album reissued from, I think 2013 is when it first came out. This is on Mermaid Fizz colored vinyl. Very creative with the names on some of this. It's probably just like blue, but no, it's Mermaid Fizz. Frumpy, the Frumpy One Piece. This is going to be a big note to Bikini Kill fans. Of course, some of the members had also been in Bratmobile in the makeup. Some rare stuff. They did 1,500 copies from Kill Rock Stars. This is an LP and a 7-inch inside there with it. Let's keep moving this down. I'm just going to do a little quick update in case you're joining us late here or whatever for Record Store Day. We have a bunch of stuff to still show you what we're getting on the limited releases. I just want to remind you, October 24th, this Saturday, Culture Shock is open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our releases will be up on our website at cultureshockshop.com starting at 8 p.m. that night, Central Time. And please be safe. We're going to have everyone spread out, wearing masks, all that good stuff, hand sanitize, and we're going to have these crates spread out. You're only facing one way also. So we're doing everything we can to make this a really good, safe experience for everyone and comfortable. It's also, regardless of what's going on with the pandemic, it'll be nice and easy to get through, find what you want. We've got all of our staff in here helping out and lay things out. We're also adding tons of other CDs and records and things that aren't even part of the Record Store Day list. So even if you're not here looking for this, there's a lot of other goodies in the store. Lots of locally made items. We're overflowing the store because our record section's packed with records. So the Record Store Day releases are going to be spread out in the boutique side. We'll even have some stuff outside, so please wear a good hoodie or a jacket. Might be a little chilly. Here's another cool one. I noticed a lot of these releases didn't say, so you looked it up or researched ahead of time, if it's on color vinyl or something like that, what's special about it. The Game, Born to Rap. This is a triple LP from him. First time it's been on vinyl. It's one red, one white, and one blue album on color vinyl. Just another great hip-hop artist. He's hasn't done a lot in the last few years, but this features 21 Savage, one of my favorite hip-hop artists, Anderson .Paak. Just a lot of people working with, so it's a really, Travis Barker too, and Ed Sheeran even with one song, so it's a cool way to see them all working together and putting out a lot of great hip-hop collections. There's another hip-hop piece I'm going to mention in a minute that I really want. So many good things. Here's another great one. Rory Gallagher, never before released. Great European blues guitarist from the 60s, 70s. Taste was his band that he was also in. This is Cleveland Calling, it's called. It's on a found 7-inch reel recording he did on a Cleveland radio show. Just an acoustic set, just him and his guitar and singing. So, really intimate set. Never before released. Now getting released on Record Store Day. I forgot to mention on The Game, we've got 4 of those. Rory Gallagher, we've got 5 of those. Here's another. Man, this is just a really cool hip-hop piece coming together. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib doing the Pinata album. This has been released as a double LP a few years back. This is a special version. It's like high-quality lacquer master cut for best audio sound. It's a single LP with a cut of some of the songs that were on it. And they did a whole new artwork. It's like a blaxploitation film theme. So new art, completely different, just for a Record Store Day release. Half-speed mastering. Really interesting release to see them do that special release just for Record Store Day. We have 6 of those. Another cool jazz piece, Jimmy Guthrie 3, 1961. This is only 1,000 copies. We were able to get 2 of those available here. There's a bunch of jazz pieces right here in a row because you got Dexter Gordon, the Squirrel. This is a double LP live in 67. We have 2 of those. And then there's a live in 78 piece. This is also 180 gram. It's a newly discovered performance that hadn't been released. Looks like we got 3 of those. This is 78, the Dexter Gordon Quartet, live in Château-Vaillant, let's say.
Wait.
Oh, there's another Dexter Gordon. Okay, so we got a couple from him. Grateful Dead, those guys usually have a release. They have so many live recordings. They always had people recording and brought people on the road with them recording stuff. This is live in 77, Buffalo, May 9th, 77. This is a 5-record set, Buffalo Memorial, New York show, limited edition of 7,700 copies. This has a couple versions of supposedly the best recordings of a couple of their songs that has ever been located, especially Help Slip, Franklin's and Comes a Time. This is all high quality mastered from the original boards. We got 2 of those. This is a David Gray, like a 12-inch single and remix on kind of clear pink vinyl. We got 2 of those. Here's a Humble Pie. It's a bootleg series, so these were live recordings that the band hadn't authorized, but are now working to get them out. I think it's from like it's between 71 and 81, I think, from that era. Classic lineup for Humble Pie, double LP. We got 2 of those. This is classified as a 10-inch record because the playable surface is 10 inches, but we're putting it with the 12-inch records. This is Ice 9 Kills, Killer Cuts. I love that it's on a actual die-cut saw blade shaped record, and it's die-cut like an actual saw blade. And I love that they just go right with what everyone's thinking. It's blood-splattered colored vinyl, so when you see a saw blade shaped record, you just, I guess, think that's what it's going to be used for. So these guys, pretty great live act too. Just cool metalcore band. They've toured with a lot of big bands. Really cool to see them doing this release, and really cool to see that they were able to get that die-cut color vinyl. We have 5 of those. There's some deeper cuts here for sure. Speaking of killer cuts, there's a lot of killer cuts coming out on Record Store Day. Like I said, there are some really large artists such as, you know, Johnny Cash and Miles Davis. Then there's some stuff that's a little more underground. Infectious Grooves. I'm not sure who knows who they are. I like them. Their stuff isn't even streaming. That's what's really cool about some of these bands. You only have to, you know, own it on vinyl to listen to some of this. This is considered, you know, a really cool, they shouldn't be underground, but I feel like they are, a funk metal super group of sorts, because you've got Robert Trujillo from Metallica. You also have the singer from Suicidal Tendencies. So some of these guys have been in some really great bands. This is some unreleased stuff from the 90s, plus they have a new track on there. And it's on like clear orange vinyl, only 2,000 copies. Infectious Grooves, we have 5 of those. So I'm moving right from that into the J's now. This is J and K. This is a very rare jazz piece also. JJ, I'm trying to remember. Kai Winding and JJ Johnson, trombone player, trumpet player. So this is a really rare jazz piece. It was a CTI release. I've never seen it before, never heard it before. It came out, I think, in like 71, only in Japan. So it's finally getting reissued on red vinyl. I'd love to hear this jazz piece. You've also got some major players, George Benson, Herbie Hancock, Bob James, Ron Carter, who would work with Miles Davis and stuff too. Really cool underground kind of jazz piece. There's 4 of those. Judas Priests, this is earlier stuff. This is their second album, Sad Wings of Destiny. If you haven't heard the early Judas Priests, it has like just a good heavy rock, almost like a bluesy psychedelic sound. A lot different than the 80s metal that you might have heard of. This had originally come out, doesn't say the year because it's been remastered, probably late 70s though. This is on color vinyl on a 45 cut. Oh, embossed edition. Oh, it is cool. Oh man. So even the artwork on the jacket, the angel and the lettering is all like raised. So they did really nice quality on the packaging with that. There is, let's see, 5 of those. So we got 5 of the Judas Priest. Another kind of strange release, Vitamin String Quartet has done a lot of like covers albums. This is a tribute to Lana Del Rey. From Lana Del Rey. Lil' Kim, haven't heard from her in a long time. This is her new album. She does some music with Music Soul Child, City Girls, Rich the Kid. This is on Sky Blue vinyl. We have 3 of those. The London Suede, yeah. Let's just take a look at that one more time. Let's check out that outfit. She always has the apparel to remember for sure. She outdoes it. The London Suede, this is like a 90s Brit group. Rare stuff again too. That era. It's always hard to find some stuff. This is some music that had been released as some singles maybe, but I don't think I've ever seen it on vinyl. We got 2 of those. Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. This is some live stuff. Includes Voodoo Child, Red House, He's Calling. Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, great 70s, mostly 70s and 80s, kind of psychedelic blues hard rock. He's a huge, he finds spiritual guidance from Jimi Hendrix. So obviously he's doing some Hendrix covers and always gives a shout out and a thank you and a God bless to Jimi Hendrix on his original albums. So yeah, he's always been obsessed with Jimi Hendrix music, so it definitely can tell. We got 2 of those. This is just a classic jazz piece. If you haven't heard this or don't have it in your collection, you're into jazz, it's a must-have. This is Charles Mingus. Never say it out loud. I have it. It's a great album, but what would you say? AM? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Charles Mingus. So this is a double LP. You get the regular LP, of course, fully remastered, and then the extra disc has some unreleased material. So now, even if you already have it, you want a brand new mint copy, not a single speck or scratch on it, plus some extras, I think you might want to pick it up. So we have 5 of those, and that's all we're able to get. So a lot of these things, there's only a one-time pressing. We order, get what we can, and then that's it. If you got any questions or comments, bring them through. We're going to respond to those in a little bit here too. Modern English, I Melt With You. Is this a remix on colored vinyl, I'm thinking? It's got the 12-inch version, some stuff like that, and the 82 version. Only 1 of those. Some of these we only got 1 of. Like Bob Mould. This is a 2020 exclusive on clear vinyl. This is him, I think double LP, right? Yeah, because he's got so many songs between Husker Du and his solo stuff and Sugar. So he's actually playing music from kind of throughout his career from other bands he was in. That's a live recording. The Obsessed Incarnate double LP, I think, yes, on Blood Red or Marble Red vinyl. Marbled Red. I don't think it's Blood Red. It might be. Anyway, good stoner doom metal band that is released. We got 2 of. Pepper. Hard to explain this band if you don't already know them. Kind of jammy, ska, reggae, rock sounding, you know, maybe a little bit of Sublime even. Kona Town, we got 2 of those, limited edition color vinyl. It's also really cool and glossy kind of foil artwork. 2 of those. Only 1 of these. Pineapple Thief, got 1 of those, kind of uncovering the tracks, re-recording some stuff, the new drummer. Rolling Stones, Metamorphosis, always crazy cool artwork. Always thought that was kind of trippy. This is on green vinyl. So you got the Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones release here. We got 4 of those. Gil Scott-Heron. This is summer of '86 live recording. I haven't heard that. I'm a huge fan, a huge follower of his music and his kind of like just almost like spiritual guidance, you know, kind of like one of those real beat poet jazz artists doing his thing. We have 4 of those. And yeah, he was like a civil rights activist. I was wondering if this is first time ever on vinyl. It might be. I've never had it, never heard that one yet. So Second Layer, another kind of cool underground piece, duo, kind of post-punk 80s artist. Move on to the next crate here. We have Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. We got 2 of those. This is, I think, a double LP also. There's some unreleased, some bonus tracks that you get, and it's on red vinyl. Skid Row piece that's pretty rare on vinyl to begin with. Slap Happy, another cool, very obscure artist. They had worked with the German group Faust. If you know who that is, if you know who that is, you know who that is. If you don't, check it out. Snoop Dogg's later album, I Want to Thank Me. That's what it's called. And it's even got a little Snapchat filter, so the artwork comes to life. This is the classic kind of like dogs playing poker. But you got the D-O-double-G represented as each one of the dogs himself. New artwork for that. Snoop Dogg. I only got 2 of those. Soul Asylum. This is comes with a bonus 7-inch. I think it's a double LP. It is. There's a lot of music from Soul Asylum and unreleased versions of some of their classics. There is 3 of those here. Sue Me, another really rare kind of underground 12-inch, 45 cut of some rare kind of like a disco funk piece. Funkin' in Your Mind, parts 1 and 2. That is something we only got 1 of. 3-6 Mafia. This is like kind of a revival of this kind of hip hop, I think, coming back with some of this kind of outlandish stuff, you know, real loud and raucous stuff. So Tear to Club Up, Thugs. This is a double LP. It was 99. It's the 20th anniversary, but that would make it 21 years. But at any rate, this was scheduled to come out a little earlier this year. It does not say, but this is on like smoky, cloudy color vinyl. So it's a double LP. 3-6 Mafia, that stuff also from 99, impossible to find on vinyl. Get it now while it's getting reissued. There's 5 of those. Toto, Live in Tokyo, 1980, that is on red vinyl. Hopefully you're not getting just the glare, and you can see what I'm holding up. Trace Vampires, or Vampires. There's only 1 of these. This is David J. from Bauhaus, Love and Rockets. Projects with him and Shock of Red Light District. I don't know. I thought someone else was possibly working on this with them. I don't know a lot about it, but there is only 1 copy of that one, so Very interesting release to look into. After that, we have the UFO. No, UFO. This is UFO Live from 78, classic era for them. Double LP also. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on color vinyl. Like I said, a lot of these have photos, booklets, color vinyl, stuff that, I don't know. That's what you get when you open it up. You know, it's like a little Christmas present. We got 2 of those. The Violets. This is one that I wasn't sure if we'd be able to get. We ordered it. There's only 500 copies. This is an Athens, Georgia band. Very, I think they work at a record store. This is tracks of theirs from 88 to 92. There's only 500. Each one's hand numbered. One song that they got known for, which is kind of funny because there's a Grateful Dead release on the list. I Hate the Grateful Dead was their big song. A lot of people might only know them for that song, but be worth checking them out. And another one, see, it doesn't say, but it's on violet colored vinyl. Thank God. Another band where the color works with the name of the band or the release. Tony Joe White, kind of a swampy bluesy piece. This is a kind of a stripped down thing that he did in 2001. And this is on black and white splatter vinyl. Yeah, only 1,500 copies. We got 2 of those. The Who. This is a live release from these guys in 67. A very explosive performance. You can see smoke and stuff happening. I'm sure guitars and drums were damaged and smashed and bashed. This is just a classic set with Happy Jack, A Quick One, My Generation, some other good tracks. And it's on color vinyl. I guess it's on blue, red, and white vinyl, let's say. I don't know if they say red, white, and blue in England or not, but it's on the colors of the Happy Jack Union flag. We have quite a few. It looks like 2, 4, 6, 7 of those. Another artist that I just love. His music is so far out, so crazy. Frank Zappa. This is... You can't do that on stage anymore. Sampler. And I love that he wrote and they made so much music together because a sampler for the Frank Zappa collection from that album is 2 records long. Because the original of this, very hard to find, very expensive usually, because I think it's 4 records long, maybe even 5. It's like a box set. So this is condensed down to just a 2-record set. Usually the original box is smashed up and whatnot. I'm going to keep moving on, but I will tell you this is on yellow and red vinyl. We're in the Z's. We're almost to the end of this. I got 5, 7, 8, 9 of those. Warren Zevon, really interesting. This is his greatest hits compilation. Not a greatest hits compilation. It's the greatest hits according to Judd Apatow. So Judd Apatow selected, handpicked the tracks and worked with them to get some recordings that he wanted and some of his best recordings of songs that Judd Apatow liked. So there you go. And that is the end of the regular stuff. Let's move in real quick. We only have 1 crate of some comps and soundtracks. 1 copy of Brazilian Psych compilation. The Rough Guide to Brazilian Psychedelia. A double whammy. This is an LP from Craft Recordings of... Is it from the US too? Yeah, okay. So they had done collections of like Psych and garage stuff. This is like a garage rock extravaganza from some rare tracks and cuts that were on the Stax label, Fantasy Records. Also on like a foil cover. It's on translucent blue vinyl. And it's in mono recording too. So there's 4 of those. Record Safari, this is the deluxe edition. Really interesting looking documentary. I can't wait to watch it. All about this guy who travels around buying records. He put together the like the pop-up record store for like Coachella and stuff like that. But it's all the music that is used in that documentary, and they actually use pieces of the film that was made for the documentary. It's embedded into the vinyl, but you've got cuts from Atmosphere, Bikini Kill, the Postmarks. So really interesting. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what songs are using on it. I can't wait to watch it. Oh, what's this? A VHS? Oh my God. Austin Powers, what's that doing here? Because Austin Powers soundtrack on vinyl for the first time ever, all 3 of the movies. So each one's on a different, this is on like psychedelic orange and pink vinyl. You've got The Spy Who Shagged Me on tan vinyl. And then you've got Goldmember, which has the Beyonce track on it, Britney Spears, Rolling Stones, all 3 on different colored vinyl. REM, Madonna, Beautiful Stranger, Edwin Collins' Strawberry Alarm Clock on this one. A lot of great music was used on these movies. I love how like pixelated this looks. I'm sure that that's how the original artwork was in the late 90s or whenever it was used. So we're doing a special. If you buy all three, which we only have like 3 of each, you get the VHS copy free.
First person
Super
only.
special. First person, yeah. There's only one. And this is the only one. It's the only one known in existence that I know of. Anyway, so the Austin Powers soundtracks. Next up we have another one that I think would be really interesting to hear. The Makeup and Vanity Set doing the music to Heart of Batman, the animated series. This is on like Joker colored vinyl. I think it's like purple and green and white. I'd love to open it and show you. Someone else will have to. And then when you open it, it's got like bat wings or something like that for like the artwork cut out inside. They've done music to many other films and shows. Kind of more electronic. We have 3 of those. Looks like we only got 1. This is music by a really great modern composer. Why do I have to try to say that? Ryuichi Sakamoto. The Black Mirror. Netflix original soundtrack to that. Only 1 of those. 2 of the Dark Crystal. This is Jim Henson's Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. This is the Netflix series. Also a lot of Netflix stuff bringing back good soundtracks. We have 2 of those. I wouldn't give that one away though. I have the laser disc of this movie. Jesus, let's see. Koyamanisquatsi. So that movie, very interesting. This is Philip Glass, great modern composer. This it's numbered even too. This film is just so interesting. It's just such a visual film. It's not very good, really, probably to most people, but the music is what really makes it good. So the soundtrack is what you really need to get. We only have 1 of those. The music from The Turning of Kate's Diary. Do you know what that's from? Was that a Netflix thing too? I'm not sure. This is a modern film too. The soundtrack though does include music from David Bowie and Empress of. So there's some really great artists on there. So if you know that film, you might want to pick that up. This is also 20th anniversary. This is The Virgin Suicide. This soundtrack really turned me on to some different music. What's her name? Sofia Coppola. Great film. I don't know what hand she may have had in picking the soundtrack for this, but it's amazing. She did Lost in Translation too. Just another one. The music really completes the movie. If you haven't seen this movie, it doesn't matter. The soundtrack is great. You want to check it out. This is where I was really first introduced to the group Air. Amazing. But you've also got stuff from Al Green's 10cc, Heart. I'm sure it's on color vinyl, pink splatter vinyl. The Virgin Suicides, we have 6 of those. And I'm sure someone's going to pick those up. And that completes Record Store Day Drop 3. We do have some new stuff and some stuff still available from Drop 1 and 2, which will be here. Again, Record Store Day is happening at this Saturday, October 24th at Culture Shock in Rockford, Illinois from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please come and check it out. We're doing 6-foot distance, masked up. You can buy up to 6 releases. We're keeping everyone spread out and easy to look through. No shoulder-to-shoulder stuff. Everyone's going to be nice and spaced out. We're going to monitor the amount of people coming into the store. And, of course, we'll have people here to help you find what you're looking for. Everything will be nice and organized, stuff like that. We have another sale going on. Our used vinyls, buy one, get one half price. So we encourage you to check out that, too.
How much is the 3-6 Mafia?
3-6 Mafia is right in front of me over here, isn't it? Oh, geez. Let's see. $34.99. That's a double LP. I think it's first time on vinyl. Maybe no. It's the first time in a long time, though. And it's also on colored vinyl. Was there any other questions right now? Otherwise, we'll...
Another question is there any drop for Nirvana this time around?
No, there is not a Nirvana drop on this collection of records today, but we do have a lot of Nirvana records. We also have the Bleach, on color vinyl in the store in our regular section, though.
Another question is, are there going to be records from the other previous Record Store Day drops?
There will be. Yep. And they will also be on the same tables with all of these Record Store Day records alphabetized. We do have a few crates of those available also.
But they'll be separate in separate crates. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. I think that's it. So if we got any other comments, questions, let us know and we'll get back to you. Again, the main details are up on our page and on our Facebook page. You can also find more information about the releases I just talked about at recordstoreday.com. A huge thank you to Record Store Day for always helping us put together an amazing list of releases and just getting people interested in supporting their independent record stores and finding new artists and new music available. It's been a really weird, hard year for record stores, for bands, for music industry, for the whole world, obviously. So we super appreciate that you care enough about your community and your stores to make this happen and make the effort to spend whatever little money you can on getting some entertainment for your home and supporting, independent record labels and stores. Of course, our independent and our local artists, of course, we have a big section of that here too in Culture Shock. So yeah, we will do another Vinyl Happy Hour every Thursday. We're going to be talking about some other new releases that are out too.
For someone who's never been to Record Store Day at our store before, how do explain from the time they get here until the time we open the doors how it works? Yes,
well, when you show up, you'll see a tent outside. There's an entrance towards the south of the building with little signs saying enter here. Just go ahead. If there's still a line of people waiting to get in, just get your mask on and wait 6 feet behind the person in front of you. We are going to let 10 people at a time into the whole store. Once you get your chance to make it in the store, check out the Record Store Day releases first because those are limited and first come, first serve. So when you walk in to the left, those will be alphabetized. You can take a look through those first and then check out the rest of the store. But yeah, we'll have some people here to kind of guide you and let you know what's going on also to make it real easy. But I'd say, if you really want to get here for the early part or don't want to miss out on something, because this is different than regular record releases, we actually can't hold these or sell them ahead of time for people. So the Record Store Day releases are first come, first serve, and you can buy up to 6 releases. Only one of each title, though. You can't buy 6 of the same record, but up to 6 releases. If there's more than that you'd really like to purchase, you're more than welcome to jump back in line, just so everyone has a chance to get what they're looking for, because these are so limited. We don't want to be sold out, first thing in the morning. But yeah, of course, there's going to be a lot of other releases here, too, even if there's nothing on the list you're interested in, or if we sold out or something. We have a lot of other pretty nice choice, rare, and new and used vinyl.
The line moves very quickly.
It does, yeah. It's got a really nice organized flow. Our staff is amazing helping us out with this. So we've kind of got it down. We've been doing this, what is this? I don't even know. Is this 11 years of Record Store Day? I think it's so. 11 years of Record Store Day now. So it's definitely evolved and changed, and I just can't believe the amount of vinyl and interesting cuts that are coming out on Record Store Day this many years later, that I'm still this geeked about it. I mean, it just speaks volumes to how it is. And I have a crap load of records already, so it's cool to see that there's so many things that are still getting produced and being limited that aren't available even through the band's own website or at some of the chain stores. This is a thing really geared just for independent record stores who support independent record labels and local artist music.
Are there any other special features happening Record Store Day?
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned the sales again here. Recap real quick. All of our used records in the whole store, all used records are buy one, get one half price. We also have, mystery bags. We have $10 mystery bags. Only a few crates of them, though. So if you get here early, it's $10. You get a mystery bag. You don't know what's in it. It's a mystery. But we did put one new record, usually of a medium accessible genre, so nothing too extreme, to turn you on to a new artist. And as you know, most new records are like $20 to $30 usually. So it's quite a value just for that one record. Plus, we have 5 used records of various genres and stuff like that. So either one of those on their own is well worth above 10. So it's a cool feature just to get something new to listen to. You know how hard it is, like picking out something on Netflix or picking out a record to listen to, whatever. Here, it's a mystery bag. You don't know what it is.
What about the special feature in the parking lot?
Oh, so we will have some used vinyl out there. Also, some fresh bargain and new stuff that'll be buy one, get one half price. And we have a whole collection of choice CDs and DVDs, all sorts of DVDs and movies that are going to be only $1.99 or 3 for $5. I mean, this is choice stuff. A lot of rock and movie stuff, things like that. That's cheaper than thrift store prices. And from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., Sabore's food truck is going to be here. Oh, that's as good as some of these records. Man, they're, what do you call those, like cheese tots or whatever with the...
Loaded tots.
The loaded tots. Oh my God.
I wish I had those right now. Authentic Latin street food.
Yes, authentic Latin street food. Such a great couple of people setting that truck up for us and doing some amazing food. So please, please, even if you're here early, swing back and get lunch or bring it home, eat it in your car, whatever. They have some really great Latin food, some really great tacos. The tots are cool. Man, the steak tacos, chicken, everything's great. So try it all out. So until it's gone. So yeah, that's 11 until 2 p.m. or until they sell out. Hopefully they have enough to last the whole time. But come and get some lunch with us too. That'd be really awesome if you support another local restaurant here, a local food truck. Sabora's food truck. They were here this summer. So good.
And lastly, what are our hours and where can you find us if you're coming into the store to shop?
So Culture Shock, we are at 2239 Charles Street in Rockford, Illinois. We're open 11 to 6 Tuesday through Saturday, but for this Record Store Day Saturday, we're opening 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. And then also, if you don't live here or want to get more items, you can pick those up. Whatever's available will be updated on our website after we close at 8 p.m. So we will start doing that. We also have the local band Sick Horse doing a special limited exclusive Record Store Day release of their new CD. That is actually already up on our website just for pre-orders. We'll be shipping those out Record Store Day.
Is that it?
No, that's Derek. So we also have Derek Luttrell of Sick Horse. He has a new CD out. It's not a Record Store Day release, but that just dropped. And then the Sick Horse one, this is their band. And each one is numbered. This is a Culture Shock exclusive with some demos only available on the CD. Really happy to be doing it. It's one of the very few Culture Shock exclusives we've ever done with the band. So check out Sick Horse. You can find them online too at Sick Horse Nashville. They're a local band, but they brought some of their Rockford vibe down to Nashville to record this album. So it's a really cool piece. So we're really happy to have that here. But I think that's it. We'll check for any other comments, messages you've got. Thank you so much for watching our video and seeing how many we got of each release. If you want to see maybe was on Drop 1 and Drop 2, that's on our YouTube videos, but we'll have that updated and out here also. Cheers!